So let's get our acceleration here. Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we'll be reviewing the all-new 2023 Alfa Romeo Giulia with the TI package. First and foremost, though, a huge shout out and thank you to the Alfa Romeo here in Salt Lake City, Utah for giving me some time with this Giulia. I'm going to include a link to their inventory in the description down below, so you can check out what they have currently. If you have any questions or need any help whatsoever, just ask for John. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder that goes to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 23 around town, and then 31 on the highway with power outputs being 280 horsepower and then 306 pound-feet of torque. Now let's go to the front end of the Giulia. So you guys can see here with the hood how it's like raised on either side and then it's lower in the center. I just love how that looks. And then coming down below, super distinctive daytime running lights there with the headlights. And then notice parking sensors here on the front end. And then we have the signature Alfa Romeo grille there with the logo in the center. And you know, I say this every single time I review an Alfa Romeo, but like, they're just such beautiful cars and they just, like, they age gracefully, that's for sure. Come around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 225, 45, 18 in the front and over in the rear as well. And then you guys can see with the coloration on the wheel, it's silver, which is really cool. We got the red brake caliper to match the exterior paint. And then look at the fender there. Got our TI badge here on the side. It's like the new Alfa Romeo thing to do is have the badges on the side for all the packages so everyone knows which one you're rocking. But yeah, simple with the side design, but it looks good. So here is the key fob. You guys can see Alfa Romeo logo there on the back. We have our unlock lock function, opening for the trunk, and then remote start function. So we'll press that a couple of times and bada bing, bada boom, pops it right open. And then here's the storage space inside. And then you guys can see we've got little pull tabs there for the seats so that you can have even more storage space here in the rear. And let's actually lift this up and see. Yeah, nothing crazy happening there. Anyways, boom. Now let's finish things up with the rest of the rear. So first off, love the taillights on the Giulia. They just look so cool. Blacked out exhaust tips, another cool feature. Other than that, again, like the design's really simple, but you can see that the simple design just makes it beautiful. Popping inside, I really like this updated interior. You can see we've got nice leather trim here at the top with the stitching and then all down below and then on the armrest area as well. And then here are the seats. So again, you can see you got stitching there in the center, really nice leather. And, ooh, legroom. Whoa, I got a sunroof back here. What the heck? That's cool. I was like, what did my arm just touch? But anyways, we have a cup holder armrest. We got vents here for the rear passengers, USBs, heated seats, everything you could ever ask for. Let's head to the front. Now here's the front door panel. Again, we've got the really nice leather trim here at the top and then all down below. And then blind spot warning here for the mirrors and then speakers there for the Harman Kardon sound system. We've got all of our window controls, mirror adjustments as well. And then here are the front seats, Alfa Romeo logo there at the top. And then here's a quick look at the seats themselves. Power adjustments here on the side with the memory seat function. Pedal layout. And then you got like the hood latch release. We've got our light controls right here, parking sensors, auto stop start, and let's pop in. So here is the steering wheel. You guys can see really nice leather trim all around. You got the darker stitching on the center. Perforated leather here where you're actually going to put your thumbs, which is great, and then the finger holds in the back as well, which, I don't know, it's like a race car thing, okay? Volume controls, voice command controls, phone controls. Stop start button here on the steering wheel, which feels really special. And then you can see we do have adaptive cruise control with steering assist. And then we have got like a turn signal stock, windshield wiper stock, and there's the steering wheel. So here is the center gauge cluster. You guys can see analog on either side, and then you have that center screen right there. And I don't know, I like the look of this gauge cluster. It's very simplistic and it just works. Here's the infotainment system. First off, popping it into reverse, we do have a backup camera with trajectory lines that turn with the steering wheel. And then moving from that to the rest of the screen. So first off, it is a touchscreen if you want to use it as a touchscreen, but there's also a dial you can use. So, you know, whichever way you want to go, you can go. I like how it shows the performance information, which is definitely cool. But other than that, cool infotainment system, and that's all. We've got nice leather trim here on the dash. We actually have some wood trim down below. They've brought up the interior quality quite a bit here with the Giulia. And then we've got our climate controls right here. I just love the actuation and everything. Like, it actually feels like you're doing something substantial. It's pretty cool. Heated seats, heated steering wheel, and then got some more storage space there and some more wood trim all along the center console area. Shifter for that 8-speed automatic. We got the Italian flag. Parking brake right here, volume control, and then control for the center stack. And this is our drive mode select. So you've got your N, which is like your basically daily driver mode. A, which is like your all-weather mode, so you know if it's inclement weather. And then you have your D, which is your dynamic, so for your sporty driving. Got cool graphics for everything. And then we do have a wireless phone charging pad, some USBs, auxiliary. Nice handle for the glove box, all lined with felt. And then, last but not least, well, the rear passengers get a sunroof, so the front passengers also get their own sunroof. Controls for it are just there at the top, and that's all. So here's our window sticker for this Giulia. You guys can see base MSRP $47,990, and then here is all of the equipment that's standard with it. Pretty much everything is standard. This does have the TI all-wheel drive package, so you can see that as an upgrade, and then some other packages as well. Total MSRP $55,505. Notice the base warranty and the powertrain warranty are both 4-year, 50,000 miles. Let's see how it drives. Let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's your visibility over the hood. Both mirrors do have blind spot monitoring. And throughout the rest of the rear. And let's set off. So, setting off here in the Giulia. And we're gonna obviously talk about this car, but we're also gonna talk about Alfa Romeo in general, because I'm so confused as to why this brand is not more popular. So first off, seat comfort's really good. And I do wanna like seriously mention like the interior quality and fit and finish is so nice. I have reviewed, you know, cars from every single European automaker at this point that are in this segment. So Audi, BMW, Mercedes are at the main ones. And here's the deal, is at this price point, the only thing that really I feel like feels as special as this is probably the Mercedes. BMW and Audi are a little bit plain when it comes to the interior. And like, they don't have like the nice leather stitched dash that this has like that. I know it's a simple thing, but like it really does make a car feel just that much more premium. I'm gonna pop into the dynamic setting. And, you know, this one doesn't have the cool paddles, but when you do have the cool paddles in the Alfa Romeos, that's another thing that kind of makes the car feel special compared to, you know, some of the rivals, because all of the rivals have pretty lame paddles. Mercedes, again, probably has the best. I'm just gonna have to be blinded by the sun for you guys. Mercedes probably has the best, but again, still Alfa Romeo definitely wins in the paddle game. And I just realized I did not do my normal recline the seat back and give you guys a good viewpoint. Okay, so let's get our acceleration here. Anyways, other than that, yeah, ride quality is really good, even in this dynamic. Well, this doesn't have the adaptive suspension, but still, even in dynamic, it's really solid. So let's quickly talk about Alfa Romeo. So why is this not as popular? First off, you know, Alfa Romeo was out of the US market for such a long time, and I definitely think that you know, for sure kind of hurt it, because, you know, people just kind of forgot about the brand. And, you know, there's still a lot of people that don't know that like Alfa Romeo exists. Like, they sell cars here in the United States. So that's going against it. Now, the other thing to talk about is, you know, older Alfa Romeos were definitely not the most reliable. The modern ones are actually really solid. And so people, again, feel like, oh, they're not reliable. And, you know, Alfa Romeo has that reputation. But again, the modern ones are. So it's something that will take some time for people to realize. Now, the thing that I think is really going against Alfa Romeo more than anything else is the fact that there isn't a lot of like engine options. And I think that that's important for these, you know, performance luxury cars. Because like you look at Audi, for example, you have an A4, an S4, and an RS4. Now, we can't get all of those in the US, sadly, but you have engine options, right? Whereas with this, you have the base engine, which is really solid, and then you've got the, you know, fully loaded crazy quadrifoglio engine, and there's no in between. Like, this has, you know, just under 300 horsepower, and the quadrifoglio engine has over 500 horsepower. There's no like 350 or 400 horsepower powertrain. And so I think that if Alfa Romeo just threw another engine into the lineup, then it would actually help them out a lot, because then it would just give people more options. Other than that, like, they make beautiful cars, interior is amazing, and it feels really special. So like, if you're shopping BMW, Audi, Mercedes, like, go and drive an Alfa Romeo before you buy a car. I think that you'll be surprised, because the driving dynamics of this are a lot better than any of those vehicles. And the interior is like, now it feels like these new interiors they've done, like, they feel really top notch. And so I'm really impressed with where Alfa Romeo's come. And, you know, hopefully this video brings, you know, a little bit of recognition to the brand, so that some of you look at it before you go and purchase one of the basic German luxury cars. That's gonna sum things up with our video for this Giulia. Again, a huge shout out and thank you to the Alfa Romeo here in downtown Salt Lake for giving me some time with this Giulia. Check out the inventory in the description down below. Ask for John if you have any questions. I'll see you.